Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So today I'm going to be showing you how to complete today's activity, Khan Academy Intro to HTML. And we're going to be focusing on the sections Welcome to the Web and HTML Basics. So let's look first at our know, understand, and do. So what I want you to know is how to write code, right? So that's the question that we're trying to answer is how do I write code? And I'm not talking about the drag and drop type stuff that you see on code.org or on Scratch, which has its own value. We're actually talking about writing real code, okay? I want you to understand that code is the language of the computer and an important step towards digital literacy. So we all can understand that our lives are starting to revolve more and more around technology, and code is the language of technology. So if you understand how to write even the basics of code, then it really opens up a whole world of digital occupations that you might not have thought about prior. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to learn some of the basics of code just to get you started, and then use those code tools to rewrite the poem Mr. Grumpledump's Song by Shel Silverstein. So first, before we get started at all, we do need to log into Khan Academy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, actually, this is one step that I want to take is to close these windows, to make my window half, so to have my window, because we're going to be having a document open as well as another screen. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to open this link in a new window, and I'm going to move that window to the side. Okay. Now, if you're watching this today in the year 2020, you're going to be joining period 6. If this is not fall of 2020, this screen might look different to you, but either way, whatever class period it says that you are to be joining, then you're going to go ahead and click on join period whatever. Okay, so once you do that, then it will add you to our class and you're ready to begin the activity. So again, your first step before you do anything else is to log into Khan Academy. And then if you haven't created an account before, then make sure that you're using your Google student email to create that account. Okay. All right, so let's pretend as if we've joined period 6 now. Again, this is in 2020. Your class period might be different. Your class name might be different, but at least for fall 2020, it will be period 6, computer-aided design. And we're ready to get started on the activity. So you're going to be watching video tutorials through Khan and then answering questions in a color other than black, red, or neon. And actually red is okay, but I prefer something else. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. And I'm going to open my file. Okay. Now, what we want to make sure is that we are selecting the correct information. So each of these is a link here. So if it's blue and underlined, it is a link. These questions 1 through 6 and then questions 1 through 10 will go along with Welcome to the Web. And then these questions down into here, we'll go with HTML basics. So let's look first at Welcome to the Web. So again, I'm going to right click on my link. So I'll show you that one more time. So I clicked on the link and now I'm going to right click and open it in a new window and then drag it over to here. Okay. And I do, as the directions say, want to have a color other than black or neon. Red is okay, but I'm going to switch to blue. Okay, to answer my questions. And there are 2 ways to answer the questions while you are working on the activity. Okay, you can either watch the video or you can use the transcript down below to answer the questions. Now, either way, I highly suggest that you watch the video. So I'll say this again. If you want to use the transcript to help you to answer the questions, that would be fine, but do take the time to watch the videos. If you don't watch the videos, then actually writing the code is going to be difficult, okay? The videos do show you how each of the tags and HTML codes work. So if you're not watching those videos, then you're not going to learn how to use those correctly, and then your code is not going to work the way that it should, okay? So again, you can watch the video and answer the questions at the same time. You can use the transcript to answer the questions and then watch the video after. Either way, you're going to answer the questions here. Okay, and then when you're done with Welcome to the Web, which again covers these 6 questions and these 10 questions, you're going to scroll down to HTML Basics. Okay, let's click once and then right click and open in a new window. And then same thing for HTML Basics. If you would like to watch the video that will show up in a moment and answer the questions, that's fine. If you'd like to use the transcript, which is down at the bottom here, you'll just have to click on the transcript tab. You may do that as well, but definitely, you have to watch the video. Again, my suggestion is that you use the transcript to answer the questions, and then you watch the video after without having to think about answering certain questions at the same time. Okay, so again, answering the questions and then watching the video is my suggestion. You have to watch the video. Otherwise, things like head and backslash head and body and backslash body and backslash h, none of that is going to make sense to you. No ways of using the tags correctly are going to help you if you don't watch the video. Okay, so again, you have to, without any doubt, watch the video. If you do not watch the video, then you will not know how to write the code. Okay, so after you watch the video and answer the questions, or use the transcript and answer the questions and then watch the video, however you want to do it, as long as you're doing both things, is when you move into your challenge. Okay, so for the challenge, you're going to be using tags that you just learned about in the video prior. Okay, you're going to be using tags to write a poem. Now, I've given you the poem that you're going to use. It's Mr. Grumpledump's song by Shel Silverstein. So if I right click, and then right click, new window, and I'm going to move it over. Here is the poem that you're going to be writing, or the song that you're going to be using to write the challenge poem. So click and then right click, open in a new window. Okay. So I'm going to allow that to load. So again, you're going to be using what you just learned, the tools that you just learned, the code that you just learned above, to write a poem using HTML code. Okay, so again, you're going to use this poem, Mr. Grumpledump's song, which is right here, okay, to complete this challenge. And the steps for the challenge are going to be up above here. Okay, so once you are done writing and you run it and it tells you that you're okay, your little guy is happy with what you've done and you're finished, then what you are going to do is, and let's pretend as if I'm done, you're going to screenshot your work. So I'm going to screenshot my poem. Okay. And then, as the directions say, when you're done, screenshot and add the image below the line. So here's my line here. Go up to the top. Okay. And then drag and drop it over here. And now I'm ready to submit. Now, obviously, I haven't actually completed the activity. That's something that I need to do first, actually complete the activity. Once the activity is done and all of my questions have been answered, then I can return to Khan and submit my work. Okay, so that's how we do this first tab or this first HTML coding activity. Again, my suggestion to you is that you use your transcripts to help you answer the questions, but you must, without a doubt, watch the videos, because if you do not watch the videos, then actually writing the code is going to be very difficult for you. Okay, and your work is done when you have attached your challenge poem at the bottom. Shows me your successful challenge. This person's all happy and your next step is ready. And then you can submit your work in Canvas.